Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most highly anticipated games in recent years, The Day Before. Developed by Fantastic, this open-world zombie survival MMO has been generating a lot of buzz among gamers, but also some concerns about its development and potential for success. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into what we know so far about The Day Before, including its gameplay, graphics, and developer history. So, if you're as excited as I am about this game, then let's get started. The Day Before is a highly anticipated zombie survival game, and the recent gameplay reveal has left much to be desired. The video showed players fighting off hordes of zombies and scavenging for supplies, but the movements were jerky and glitchy, and the graphics were choppy and low quality. The gameplay itself was dull and unimpressive, with long stretches of nothing but jogging through ruined city streets and way too much time spent at a crafting station. The music was also unimpressive and not a good fit for the subject matter. While the usual notes of a zombie survival game were hit, The Day Before did not impress with its gameplay reveal, leaving fans disappointed. The recent gameplay reveal of The Day Before left much to be desired, with the video resembling a pre-release version of The Division in terms of graphics and gameplay, but with zombies instead of people struggling to survive. While this may alleviate the need to question who the bad guys are, the gameplay was generic and lacked any unique features that would make it stand out from other zombie survival games. Even setting aside the pre-release state of the game and the poor quality of the video, it still did not seem worthy of its previous position as the second most wishlisted game on Steam. Overall, The Day Before fails to impress in terms of gameplay, graphics, and uniqueness. The Day Before gameplay reveal left many viewers on YouTube and Discord with serious doubts about the authenticity of the video. Despite being billed as raw gameplay, the lack of a HUD raised questions about whether it was an accurate representation of the game. One user in The Day Before Discord claimed that the HUD was only hidden, but there was no way to confirm this because the player never did anything to bring it up. Since the purpose of the video was to demonstrate The Day Before as a real, playable game, the lack of any UI was a significant oversight by developer Fantastic. Overall, the absence of a HUD and relevant components for a gameplay reveal left many viewers with doubts about the authenticity and quality of The Day Before. The gameplay reveal video for The Day Before was uninspired and ended abruptly after only 10 minutes. However, the video took an unexpected and bizarre turn when a countdown to a second video began, promising a live demonstration of the game being played by a real person. Viewers were forced to wait through another 15 minutes of countdowns before the second video finally began, which only lasted 30 seconds and featured a developer playing the game in real time. The lack of content and strange countdowns left many viewers disappointed and questioning the authenticity of the gameplay reveal. Overall, the second video did not make up for the lackluster first video, and the bizarre twists only added to the overall disappointment. The live gameplay video for The Day Before was underwhelming and disappointing, as it featured the same exact stretch of street that was used in the previous 10-minute gameplay video. This lack of original content raised questions about the game's completion and authenticity, as it failed to convince viewers that it was a full-scale game nearing completion. While the presentation succeeded in showing that the game exists in some incomplete state of development, it failed to impress with its graphics and gameplay. In fact, it looked like a game that was not ready to launch on March 1st, as previously planned. The brief live gameplay clip only added to the confusion and left viewers even more unsure about the game's quality and readiness for release. Overall, The Day Before presentation was lackluster and did not inspire confidence in the game's development. The Day Before has faced multiple delays, with the latest being pushed to November 10, 2023, due to a trademark dispute. Developer Fantastic confirmed that the delay was planned before the trademark dispute arose, and the new release date was chosen to ensure there would be no further delays. The game's numerous delays have led some fans to accuse it of being a scam, with doubts about whether the game was even in development. Fantastic pushed back on these claims, stating that the storm will calm down eventually, and time will put everything in its place. When the game comes out, people will finally see the truth. The last glimpse of The Day Before came in April 2021 with a gameplay demo, making the new 10-minute gameplay trailer a welcome update for fans eagerly awaiting the game's release. In a video from IGN, the reviewer discusses their interest in the upcoming open-world zombie survival MMO game, The Day Before. They highlight the potential of the genre and their curiosity about the game's development by the studio Fantastic, which has a spotty track record. They recap the last update, which was in October 2021, where they broke down a 4-minute gameplay trailer. They then discuss the few updates that have been released since then, including a screenshot and a 1-minute NVIDIA GeForce RTX showcase in January 2022, both of which look good. However, they express concern about the lack of updates and the fact that the majority of the posts and updates from Fantastic have been about their other game, Prop Night, since it launched. The reviewer questions whether The Day Before will live up to the hype and whether it will actually be an MMO game as advertised, given Fantastic's past history of not delivering games of that scale. Overall, the reviewer is cautiously optimistic but concerned about the lack of information and updates. As I listened to the introduction of the video, I could sense the excitement in the speaker's voice as they talked about the upcoming game called The Day Before. I shared their enthusiasm for this open-world zombie survival MMO genre that has a lot of untapped potential. However, I was a bit skeptical when the speaker mentioned that the developer, Fantastic, has a spotty track record. Nevertheless, as the speaker delved deeper into the details of the game, I found myself becoming more invested in it than I had anticipated. The speaker mentions that there have been some updates on The Day Before since the last video, including a new screenshot released in December and an NVIDIA RTX showcase video in January. These new releases showed more locations, combat, and other players. However, the speaker is concerned that there have been no further updates in the past 6 months and Fantastic has been silent on The Day Before since launching Prop Night. This is particularly concerning given Fantastic's history of abandoning games in early access. The speaker seems to have doubts about whether The Day Before will be able to live up to the hype that has been generated around it. While they don't doubt the game's existence, they're worried about whether it will really be an MMO, as Fantastic has not developed a game of this scale before. The graphics of The Day Before look impressive, almost on par with AAA games from much larger studios, which has the speaker feeling skeptical about whether Fantastic can deliver a game of this magnitude. And that's a wrap on our overview of The Day Before. While we still have many unanswered questions, such as the release date and actual gameplay mechanics, it's clear that the potential for this game is enormous. With its impressive graphics and ambitious scope, The Day Before has captured the imagination of many gamers. However, there are also legitimate concerns about whether Fantastic can deliver on its promises. Nonetheless, we can't wait to see what the future holds for The Day Before, and we'll be sure to keep you updated on any new developments. Thanks for watching, and be sure to leave your thoughts and opinions about the game in the comments below.